Yeah, even if I can't get a good debate, I can try to do town halls because he's not holding any town halls. So there's just so many things that I can do that he's not doing, and it's all just publicity
Right.
and credibility building.
Grassroots it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's question like my friend Mark, who's running for Congress as well. He's holding an event, and I need to follow his lead and hold my own fundraising dinner event and create more events. The whole thing is just creating content as much as possible to try to get something to go viral and just create more voter awareness. That's the whole thing, as much as possible.
Well, like I said, if you PDF me all those phone numbers, I'll just start ringing them up, and hit them in the middle of the day. Like I said before, I started drinking from like 9:30 in the morning, Chicago time till noon, for like 2.5 hours. I'll slam it 3 days a week and go through the whole list and talk about like a set of like point bullets that you can do a Word document for that you want to be, the points of your, positions.
Why don't you just AI robocallers call everyone for you?
There we go, Luke.
Because they do that to me, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, but the AI is so much better today.
No, not over a human being.
I mean, it's not as good as a human being, but is it 20% as good? Because it's 100 times more efficient.
Well, we have the voter registration file of over 650,000 voters. So, Luke, if you could possibly find out a good AI automation, robocaller, let's do it.
Yeah.
I definitely could. I can't commit to doing it.
I'm more of a grassroots guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never.
Nowadays, you can set up a whole GPT model. It's not just like, it doesn't just say stuff, it will respond to questions and stuff, I'm not talking about just like, sending audio files over the telephone.
Right.
Yeah, but I know if like you send a robocall to me, I know I'm talking to a robot. I'm immediately gonna hang up.
You'd be surprised.
The whole thing is to get my name into as many voters' brains as possible and give them a positive reinforcement, feedback through the words. It's all communication is hypnosis. So we just need to implant positivity in my name into as many people's brains as possible.
Do you have the ability to fundraise?
Yeah, we have
I mean, really fundraise, John. Not just Clubhouse. I mean, really fundraise.
Yeah, it's all set up. We have the donation, we have the processor, we have the bank account. We just have to get people to listen to a message and encourage them to donate to the campaign.
Do you have a budget of like, say, $1,000 that you can buy surplus food and then deliver it to your local food bank and pass it out? Because that's the shit that's going to get votes.
Well,
especially under the current
thing,
under the current environment, being a man of the people is going to be your best leg to stand on, honestly.
And
yeah, that'd be a great
opportunity. Right outside your house, you've got the community garden right next to your house.
Yeah.
Go donate your time and your money.
Yeah, that's
smart. But be a man of the people and let the people that are in your area know who to the front door you are. I mean, I never ran I did run for Congress here in Georgia, but Penny Houston, I didn't even get on the ballot. But that's only because there's only 27,000 constituents in my whole region. And that's very rural. people. So like door knocking is getting on a 4-wheeler and spending all day and only seeing 10 people. You know, so it's a little more difficult rather than a dense population of a city. But like, dude, I think going to where people are going to want to be, and under the pretense of like, you know, SNAP being the way it is, food banks and like, I'd say the health department's going to be big too.
John, do you have a social media account with a lot of followers in your district?
No, it's just John Kitover on Instagram, or John, John
Yeah.
Kitover on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Do you have a lot of followers in your district, though?
No, I do not. Yeah, this guy has a lot of followers in his district because he's been building Facebook campaigns, and he's got over 27,000 followers there. He's got a lot of followers. He has spent a lot of money doing targeted advertising. Welcome, Lenda.
Wait, who does?
The incumbent, Congressman LaHood.
Wait, why don't you just go to his Facebook page and look at all his follower lists and then just add them using ChatGPT?
Copy and paste.
Using ChatGPT 5 agent mode.
Supplement.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I do repost on his X account. People leave comments and shitpost him, and I retweet those, and I put my information and do emojis. So got that going for me.
Yeah, go steal his follower list and use ChatGPT 5 agent mode, and then tell it to read all their profiles and write a tailored message to them about how your beliefs align with their beliefs.
See, this is why I need you to do the work as opposed to just running your mouth. Action, not words, is what counts.
You hire me.
Yeah, the campaign
I'll
has
do it for fucking free.
the campaign has
Yeah,
$50. Well, Luke, you're the subject matter expert. Doc here is a pecan farmer and a combat veteran.
It's true.
Luke, I'm the guy that you give the shovel and tell me to dig a ditch, and I'll look at you and ask you how deep and in what direction.
That's a good person to have on your team. You need a lot of those.
Yeah, I'm not much of a leader. I'm way better of a follower.
Me too, actually. At least at very high level leadership. I'm not cut out for it. I'm too introverted.
I mean, I was an NCO. I mean, I had people that I was in command of, but I always looked to others for like higher understanding.
Yeah, that's
it wasn't me being the one that makes the decision, like Commander in Chief style.
Yeah, what branch?
U.S. Army combat medic, 7th Cavalry.
Very, very.
16 months Iraq.
Global War on Terror.
Say again?
It was what was it? The Global War on Terror or like the years?
Yeah, Global War on Terrorism. Yeah, I was OIF 7 through 9, Operation Iraqi Freedom, but then they flipped it from Operation Iraqi Freedom to Operation Enduring Freedom.
Yes. Nice.
Dr. Jordan, you got a date tonight, Dr. Jordan?
I've been there, done that, good t-shirts. And John, he's an all right kind of guy for an officer type Citadel guy. I mean, I'm not a big officer kind of guy, but he's all right.
He's okay. Dr. Jordan, do you have a date tonight? Got it. No date.
No, I would.
Do you have a date tonight, Dr. Luke?
You have a date, you said?
He don't have a date. He can't even figure out what to eat for dinner.
No, this girl.
I need to order stuff.
This girl wants to meet up for a drink, she said. I should text her and say, how's the pool going? She's playing in a pool tournament.
Well, you should ask her, Nice.
Polish chick.
Now you're just trying to pick fun on me.
Luke, how's your love life?
It's complicated.
Yo.
Never had one lesson.
Normally, I don't talk at all in replays, so I'm not talking about my love life on replays.
I got zero else to give about.
Okay, since it's my birthday and I can cry if I want to,
Do you want to?
I'm gonna read you a poem. It's called "The Righteous" by the Buddha. This is a meditation. Take the deepest breath of the day. Hold it for 10 seconds. It's called "The Righteous." He is not righteous who judges a situation impulsively. But whoever distinguishes between right and wrong, that one is righteous. Whoever leads others even-handedly, but not by force, is a guardian of justice and is called righteous. A man is not considered wise because he talks a lot, but he is secure and called wise who is free of hate and does no harm. A man cannot be regarded well-versed in the Dhamma by his rhetoric. However, even with little learning, a man who does not neglect the practice of virtue may be considered well-versed in the Dhamma. Gray hair does not make a man an elder. He is but ripe in age, and may simply be called a foolish, doddering old man. To be considered truly an elder, a man must practice truthfulness, righteousness, harmlessness, restraint and self-control, be free of stain and rich in wisdom. Neither good looks nor a glib tongue make a man attractive if he is envious, stingy, and dishonest. However, once he has cut down and rooted out these traits and found wisdom, then can he be called attractive. A shaven head does not make a man a monk. If he is still undisciplined and dishonest, how can he be called a monk? If he is filled with desire and greed, a man may be called a monk if he is cleansed of evil, large or small, free from unwholesome tendencies. Living simply on alms does not make a man holy, if he also behaves badly. He who lives the higher life, full of understanding of the world but free of its good and evil, that one can be called a holy man. A man cannot be called wise simply because he is silent. Whoever is aware, conscious of what is, choosing wisely, that one can be called a sage, having discerned both worlds, both the inner and outer life, and having chosen good over evil, a man may be called a sage. If one harms living beings, he cannot be considered noble. Only by exercising harmlessness towards living beings can one be called noble. Not merely by keeping precepts and observances, not yet by scholarly learning, not solely by attaining meditative absorption, not by lying alone, do I weave ascetic bliss, not experienced by the worldling. The bhikkhu should not rest content until mental intoxicants are fully extinct.
Being a monk would be awful. It's very hard.
You know, John, for somebody that tries to like understand the truth a lot, you speak a whole bunch.
But I've been cutting down on that.
People who are trying to understand the truth and not speak a lot. I mean, you want to listen too. But
In the verses he was talking about, like, the more you talk, the further away from the truth you get. But just
So welcome back to John Kitover Super Birthday Party Festival. This is the official room of the party. You have all arrived. Congratulations.
We're just missing our BFF,
Who's that?
Diego de la Vega.
Oh, that's projection.
Google said that they could have stitched you too tightly and it could have messed it up.
I
do
don't
not
think so.
Google that crap.
You gotta stitch it tightly. What are you talking about? If you don't stitch it tightly, it's not stitched.
No, I'm saying on the inside when they stitch the muscles together.
Oh, well, I wouldn't panic. It's like going to the dentist. You feel it, it takes time. These things take time. The face is healing.
Yeah.
Do you know what, like, redos is? I went to nursing school before I joined the Army. Went to RN school, so you're acknowledging what the drainage is, the D, and then A is going to be like, are the wound edges approximate? Are they stuck together, or are there gaps opening up, or is it all like a suture line that you can definitively see? And then you count your sutures. So REEDAS, redness, edema, ecchymosis, drainage, proximal edges is the number of sutures. And you want to make sure that they are done tight. And trust me, I know how to do 3, 2, 1 on 1 because I've done arterial cut downs. I've done every kind of suture you can imagine on the human body. As a medic in Iraq, and so you're just going through the discomfort of the healing part, but just don't get caught up in the moment. Is all I'm saying.
I saw on social media people getting plastic surgery and their stitches didn't even show. So I kind of feel the hospital didn't really stitch me with the proper stuff on my face. If they used facial stitches, I don't think it would have been as visible. If there's such a thing.
You're talking to a guy who has done what you are going through 100,000 times. Someone who did it in combat. Nora, you're talking to the most subject qualified expert you could ever hope to talk to. Congratulations. It's like winning the lottery.
Let me show you. Let me show you how deep the wound goes.
This guy's technically a plastic surgeon, Nora.
Here, look at this. There you go. So then, you turn your photo. Do you see it?
Shit, girl. That's the mouth. That's not the head. Well, I mean, the mouth is the head, but the head is to me is the forehead. The mouth, the mouth is actually the quickest healing part of the whole human body.
It's my chin. It cut through my nerve.
Yeah, your mouth. It was what holds your tongue.
Yeah. So I feel it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, but your mouth is literally the fastest healing part of the human body. I am not fucking kidding you. I got in a fight with this Samoan dude when I was in Germany.
Do you see how deep it is? And how they had to stitch all that shit on my set?
I get it. I guarantee you, with some aesthetic lasers, after it's healed, you'll be able to minimalize anything that you'll be able to see cosmetically.
How long do I
Because
have
that's
to
what
wait?
I would say I would try to go get a consultation with a plastic surgeon now.
I did, and
You
they
get-
wanted to inject me with Kenalog. What do you think of that?
Catalog? What the fuck is that?
You don't know what a Kenalog is?
Like, is it collagen kind of implant?
It's a steroid, and it's a steroid that like makes your face. Because I've had a Kenalog injection in my my head before because I had a bald spot, and they used that Kenalog to like help with inflammation, but it made a dent in my head. So the idea was where it's like where I have scar tissue. If she injected it, because I already have developed scar tissue, where she injected it, it would make my it would make it go down.
How fresh is this wound, may I ask?
It happened September 12th.
September, October, November. Ah, you must already be almost damn near like closed up by now.
No, the stitches were dissolvable, so they came out like.
Yeah, well, the secondary ones underneath, and then you have the top ones.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like it's so tight. Like when I talk, when I eat, when I'm just it's just not relaxed.
You're just gonna have to give it. You're gonna have to give it time. It like you injured your face.
You don't think it's gonna stay tight forever?
No. Ligaments loosen when you get old. Your face starts to droop because, like, you get old.
No, it's drooping already. It's drooping already.
Oh my god! I'm glad you listen as much as you talk.
Doc, she's gonna go on all night. This is what Nora does.
Well, but what I'm saying, girl, is you got to give it time. Like you're expecting it all to be fixed within like now, and it's not. I Dream of Jeannie. You're gonna have to go through the heartache of it, but it will get better. I'm just saying, don't get caught up in a moment and become depressed, thinking it's always going to be like this.
What about the nerve damage? Will that come back, or is that permanent?
Can you smile?
I can, but it's not my sweet smile.
All right.
My lower lip is tingling.
Yeah, but there's Nora. There's neuroplasticity, which has yet to take place. Like 3 months from now, you're going to be telling us a different story. 6 months from now, it'll be a different story. A year from now, it'll be a different story. It's not hope. It's called yes, I am right.
Well, Nora, let me ask you, without you interrupting me, after I ask a question, you just tell me a yes or no, right? You said yes, you can smile. Yes?
Yes.
That means cranial nerve number 7 works correctly. Can you close your eyes?
Yes.
Cranial nerve number 7 is working. Can you open your eyes?
Yes.
Cranial nerve number 3 is working. Those are the nerves from the human brain that come out through the external auditory meatus, which is like your ear hole in your skull, that interface your face in order for you to be able to smile and blink and open and close your eyes. If you're able to smile and show your teeth and close your eyes and and open your eyes, your nerve function is working. Can you stick your tongue out and move it side to side?
Oh yeah.
That's your glossil nerve. That comes out from another way. Can you smell okay?
Yeah, I can smell.
Can you smell this?
Number 1 is one nose, and you have cranial nerve is 2 eyes. Can you see out of both eyes?
Yeah. So
Then I wouldn't worry. Then I wouldn't worry about like neurological degradation.
What's the tingling like in my lips, and why can't I feel my?
It's called healing.
Okay. Because when I just like if I put my nail, I can't feel my nail because you just.
The reason I can't feel like my pinky, my ring finger, my middle finger on my left hand is because when I got shot right above my elbow on my left arm, it took a big chunk of my ulnar nerve, and the ulnar nerve is the one that goes down to the outside of your fingers. Your medial is the one that goes to your thumb.
I didn't know.
That's where you do. No, because the big chunk of my arm went away.
I will say, that's horrible. I will say that I couldn't smile when it happened. Like the dentist.
Well, obviously the trauma.
Yeah, the
You
dentist.
shouldn't try.
Well, the dentist asked me to, because I got stitched by a dentist in the emergency room, like a resident oral surgeon dentist.
Well, if he's asking you to do the same things that I just did, he's trying to figure out whether you have nerve damage to number 7, number 3, number 1, or number 2. Because those are the ones, and then number 3 is your tongue. Yeah. But like they're checking to see if you're having nerve damage. But it sounds to me like you got soft tissue damage, and you're just worried about the aesthetics, not whether it's going to be functional.
I agree. I do care about the aesthetics a lot, but also my functionality. I can choose if it hurts a little or not hurts, but just feels uncomfortable because of the tightness. I can speak even if it's tight, but like the tingling in my lips, it's more of a, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't think that's an aesthetic thing.
I know exactly what it is. It probably feels like you're sucking on an ice cube that tastes like velvet.
No, it's just like tingling in my lips. Like before, I'm getting more function because I wasn't able to use.
I literally just said what you said. Holy crap.
I couldn't use a straw before. Like I couldn't close my lips on a straw.
You can't purse your lips now?
Not that well, no.
Can you purse your lips now?
Yeah, but not that well. Like it's like halfway.
Can you whistle? Or have you ever been able to whistle?
I used to be able to whistle. Yeah, let me see if I can whistle. Yeah, I can't whistle. Like it's like
you just did.
No, I'm trying, but I can't.
I can hear you whistling.
But I'm pulling, and it's not letting me pull all the way.
That's pursing your lips.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not the same as before.
I know it's not the same. It's not going to be the same until you're healed.
Okay. I appreciate the tough lecture. I needed it.
I'm not trying to be tough. I'm just trying to say you're being caught up in a moment.
Yeah.
You act like today is going to be the rest of your fucking life, and it's not.
I mean, my brother did say I'm glad he didn't die by door because it could have been my neck, but I would have preferred my neck over my face.
You'd be dead.
You think if that same cut happened to my neck that I would be dead for real?
110%. And you'd be dead within 2 minutes if it hit your carotid artery, like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Girl, I've seen enough damage on the human body when it comes to trauma that there's not a lot of anything that you're ever going to tell me about that I haven't seen in real life.
Yeah. I appreciate you talking to me.
Yeah, just don't get caught up in the moment.
Do you think that the muscle, like being stitched, can also pull on my other muscles around my lips? Because I feel like it's pulling on those muscles around my lips.
Girl, once it heals and you get like full functionality back, I guarantee you that you can go to a plastic surgeon and they'll be able to like give you a high cheekbone, lip filler, take care of the scars, and make you however the front door you want to look if you're going to be that vain.
Why do you think it's vanity if I'm like, I don't want to have a deformity on my face?
Because I have a deformity on my face and I really got 0 F's to give.
And you're a guy, you're not a girl. And you don't have a deformity.
Why are you being sexist?
I don't think that's sexism. I think that's reality. Like,
why? So men can't care about their looks?
No, men can still look good with like scars and everything on their face because their handsomeness is not like so scrutinize like the looks of a woman, and I don't even think I'm that like. It's not like I think I'm attractive. I just don't want to. I just don't want to have this deformity.
Yeah, you don't want it, but you think that, when you heal it, if you never went to go get plastic surgery, that like a man like me wouldn't be able to love you? Or is it you critiquing you, or you trying to tell me that I'm critiquing you through your lens of view?
No, you're right. I'm putting myself down, and it's because like, and I'm seeing like I'm seeing the people that I want to like see me through the eyes that I see myself, and I need to stop. I agree with what John said, and I agree with what you're saying. Like, I need to like get better.
And I'm not trying to be a dick. Trust me.
No. I was self conscious about like myself before this happened because I had injuries when I was a kid, so I was always self conscious, and I just like like it wasn't that noticeable to others. But this, it's like I feel like God just was like you keep complaining about small things here, and let me give you something to complain about. And I know I need to be like grateful because it could have been worse, but also so many people never have any kind of thing like this happen to them too. It's like such a
that's literally the same reason I asked God to never ever teach me patience, because I don't want to get married.
Oh, you should like.
I'll get married, but it just won't be with the state.
Yeah.
My marriage will be with the church. It will not be with the state. And there is a very big difference in that one.
Yeah. I think some of the churches won't let you get married unless you have like a legal marriage.
And there's a whole bunch of other ones that will.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like the idea of the state being involved in a marriage is only like in the last 75 years.
Yeah. By the way, one last thing, I got an X-ray to make sure that it didn't mess up my bone too, because I feel like it chipped at my bone on my chin. That's another thing.
Was the answer no?
No, I haven't gotten the results yet.
They would have told you right then. They would have told you right then when they did it. There's the person that's in the X-ray booth, even though if they're an X-ray tech, they know how to do a wet read. If it was something obvious, like right then and there, you would have known right then and there.
Okay.
If it's so minute that it has to go to a doctor and you have to wait days later, like it wasn't obvious, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because if it was obvious that there was a deformity, then you would have known right then and there. Because they would have probably tried to take care of it.
I mean, how do you fix something in your bone? They can't.
Sure you can. I can do an incision and use glue and put your bone back to where it was.
Yeah. Got it. Are you Catholic?
No, I'm a Southern Baptist.
Okay.
Well, I'm not even Southern Baptist anymore. I'm just Christian, but that's only because I don't dig a lot of doctrines. There's a lot of too much rules that I don't like.
Yeah. Is Luke there?
Luke, you available?
I am, but I was playing video games. What's up?
My guy. I'm about to buy Battlefield 6 right next, probably the next day or two.
John, I have a question. I already know Luke believes it, so I wanted to ask John.
I am a believer, yes.
You want to ask John what he believes about religion?
I want to ask John if he believes that Jesus went to hell.
I don't know that one.
You're the second Christian on here that said that they don't know that, but it's in the Apostles' Creed.
No, I don't know that about John. I know that Jesus went to hell for the 3 days that when he was like in the tomb, he went to hell or he went to paradise where, paradise was in hell. So he could talk to the prophets of old that they may know him.
He went to paradise or he went to hell?
Paradise was in hell.
I don't know.
Paradise was a city that was on the top of a cliff overlooking the eternally fiery lake. And when Jesus showed up in his death, when he was like in the tomb, he went there to go see Moses and all the prophets of old that never got a chance to know him, that they, like anybody that may believe in him, may come to the Father. But the ones that didn't believe in him, they stayed in paradise, and the city got shoved off of a cliff, and it landed in the fiery lake. But the people that believed ended up with, throwing their crown before the Lord.
Mm.
I grew up Southern Baptist. Like, I'm not trying to make you believe what I believe. It was just so beat in my head growing up that I honestly do believe that.
No, I hear you, and I'm going through OCIA. At least I think I am. I was doing it in California, and now I'm back in Kentucky. I found a church nearby, but I'm not really sure what's going to happen. And I think you saying how much it was beat in your head, I don't think necessarily it's about it being beat in my head, but I do think that there was certain theological positions of Islam that were so ingrained in me that it's kind of difficult with some of these concepts that I'm like learning that are fundamental to Christianity.
Oh, I have the same problem when I read the Holy Quran. It depends on what surah we're talking about and what ideology. I don't read the hadiths, but I do read the Holy Quran. But I am a Christian, and I only read the Holy Quran because I want to understand the people that are around me, because we have different belief systems. We don't have to believe the same thing, but it doesn't mean we can't be friends either.
Well, to me, it's a matter of what is the truth. So I just feel that so many people, for the most part, do just stick to what they're born with, and even if they leave what they're born with, they eventually go back to that. It's very rare.
But Nora,
in my opinion, that people
when you say I only care about the truth, that totally denies or negates what Southern just said. It doesn't matter what the truth is. We can still be friends. That's the real truth.
Well, but I didn't say anything about not being friends. But for me, when it comes to God and life and religion, I want to be on the path of the truth. And
I agree, but
well, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. But that's just what I was told.
See, that's
John, do you believe Jesus went to hell?
I don't know. We'd have to read the scripture and then contemplate it.
Well, it's in the Apostles' Creed.
I mean, how do you know it's not metaphor?
John, the evidence within the Holy Bible was when Jesus was resurrected, like he came out of his tomb, he was in what it was known as his Shekinah glow. And he was glowing with this golden aura around his body when he came out of the tomb. And the first person to see him was Mary Magdalene. And Mary Magdalene tried to go run up and grab and hug him. And he said, "Woman, do not touch me. I have yet to see the Father." So he was talking about with her in that statement that he had gone to paradise to see the prophets of old that they may know him. And he was on his way to see his Father in his Shekinah glow. So he was on his way to go to heaven. And that's just how Christians read it. At least Southern Christians read it. But again, that's just my belief system because of my ethnicity and my culture of how I was raised. John was raised by a gorgeous mom and a dad that knows a hell of a lot more stuff than I do. We're all raised differently. But it doesn't mean that John and I can't be friends.
Yeah, but
or you and I, depending on if we agree or disagree.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about conversations, relationships, friendships. I don't disagree with you. I think you can build rapport with anybody with respect.
Yeah, but how would you be evangelizing, the word of God from your viewpoint to me if you're not trying to connect with that?
I don't know. So when you read the Quran, you have like what is it what translation do you read?
Oh, hold on. I'm sitting in the dark listening to cover music. I'm about to start a band back again. Or first time. 1, 2. I see the book. If I can get the stupid light to stay on. It's got a faulty switch. There it goes. It stayed on. The Holy Quran, translated by Abdullah Yusuf Ali. But I have, talk to me about any surah. It's in English. It's been translated.
Yeah.
But I read it just because I wanted to understand the people that were around me when I was in Iraq. I mean, I lived there for almost a freaking year and a half. My Arabic is a shway. I sound a majnoon when I speak it. But it didn't stop me from wanting to understand the people around me. I mean, just because you believe something different than me doesn't mean I want to hurt you. Despite what people think about Americans, especially dumb rednecks like me from the South.
Yeah.
I try to keep up, but my Arabic sucks. My Gujarati and Majnun. Hindi Kalkatam ho jagya to chapunch. Like, all I know is I can get a hooker in 11 languages, a beer, and a taxi ride to an airport in like 11 languages.
Mm.
It may sound like a joke, but I'm not even kidding you.
Can I ask you another question about my injury?
Sure.
If the scar tissue has already hardened, is that a lost cause?
No. You're gonna have keratin buildup, and it's like when I got shot, like a whole bunch of like metal from the bullet ended up in my arm, and they didn't try to take it out, but they closed up the wound. They like healed it up, but like all that metal since 2008 when it happened, like in that 12 years or 17 years since then, like all the metal in my body has been pushed out. Like it would come up to the surface of the skin, and I'd just start picking out these pieces of metal from a bullet.
Wow.
So you're gonna have scar tissue initially that's gonna be like highly keratin built up, the way that it's gonna try to like solve the connection issue, but eventually the subdermal tissue will push the keratin out, and you'll be able to like exfoliate that keratin buildup away. You'll be able to diminish your scar tissue. You're just stuck in the whole point where you're scared because you see something that is different. But in 3 years from now, I bet you won't even think about it.
Yeah, but I don't really have 3 years to not think about it. But I hear you.
I mean, if you want to focus on the negative, you can be one of those Nancy negatives.
Yeah.
Nancy negatives? Negative Nancy's is what I meant.
Huh?
I'm so dyslexic. I could change my words around. No, stop being all girly about it. Man up.
Okay.
Like, I'm serious. Like, if you're gonna be a woman about it, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. Like, just. But a real man's not gonna look at you and go like, "Oh my God, she's so horrendous." No man's gonna say that. And if a man says that, he's not a man; he's a boy.
Mm.
Well, that's like when I had this girl that I used to really, really want to be with in high school, but like her and her boyfriend were high school sweethearts, and then they went to college. They got married right out of high school, went to college, and then like when they were living together in their early 20s, there was a house fire, and she wanted to go out the window, and he wanted to go out the door into the hallway, and he grabbed her, opened up the door, and it flash banged her in the face and knocked him out the way. He went out the window. The firefighters ended up getting her out of the house, even though she ended up like full thickness, like never will be right ever again. No amount of plastic surgery will ever be right.
That's so sad.
And he left her because after he's like, I can't deal with the way you look. And she's probably one of my best fucking friends now. You know why? Because I love her for I know who she is. And like, if you're gonna be so superficial about like what your fucking looks look like you're really gonna fucking piss me off.
Yeah, but it's not about. Stop making it about superficial. Like our faces are how we communicate with people in real life. You know, it's hard, and like I can't imagine like how hard that is for her. So like, did she ever get married and have children?
You know how much I make that stupid bitch smile.
But you didn't marry her. You didn't have children with her.
I've never been married, and both my sons have died.
Oh. Did she get married? Did she have children? It like altered her whole life.
Yeah, she never got married again.
Yeah, it's difficult. Like, it's not superficial. It's like reality. It's just very difficult.
Yeah.
It's not vanity. It's not superficial. It's hard.
I would marry her, but I don't think she'd marry me.
Do you have a picture of her face?
And I wouldn't do that to her. That'd be like me doxing her.
Did she get a plastic surgery at all for it, or was it just like hopeless?
It's hopeless. Like, probably 30% of her nose is gone. Like, no eyebrows. Like parts of her eyelids are gone.
There has to be plastic surgery. There has to be plastic surgery.
Wow, I'm glad you're such an expert with like medical technology interventions.
I mean, that's where it would be needed the most. Is like when it happens, things like this.
Yeah, but if there's nothing to build off of, then how do you rebuild it?
There's some really genius plastic surgeons.
Oh my god.
Doc, don't frustrate yourself.
It's scary.
Doc, you cannot change this girl's mindset. She is going to repeat herself till 3 a.m.
You didn't hear what we were, John, you weren't even listening to what we were saying. We're talking about his friend who got her face burned.
Yeah, but you're being superficial about, like, honestly, I think that wound on your chin is secondary to anything that I've ever seen.
Nora, you're lucky your head didn't fall off.
Front door.
Nora, you're lucky your head didn't fall off. Just, it is a beauty mark at this point, and a man who loves you is going to love you. The beauty mark and all, the beauty mark's included in the love. Trust me. You don't have to worry about it, and it's going to heal. So we're moving on in the official John Kitover birthday party room. I am cooking spaghetti in the other room. I just put a new Dune movie poster in a frame I bought. I'm drinking green tea, and guess what? I'm gonna cry because it's my party and I can if I want to.
It's my part.
Well, I'll cry if that Dune picture is not a Frank Herbert one. Is it an original Dune or is it the new Dune?
It's an antique poster. I bought it like a couple of years ago. Let me take a picture of it.
Is it the one from the 80s or the one from the 2000s?
I think from the 80s. It's an original poster. It's a collectible.
Yeah. When it was a French-made film and it was Frank Herbert Dune, the original from '85. Like if you got that poster, I want to buy that from you.
PTR.
Let me see. Oh, that's a book. That's not the movie. Yeah, the shadow. Yeah, the Sandworms of Arrakis. Yeah, that was the book. That wasn't a movie. And it was Frank Herbert, who was the original one. But when Frank died, his brother was the one that continued the saga. Like, I've been a big fucking Dune fan, like, my whole life. That's probably my favorite, like, sci-fi movie of all sci-fi movies. Death is the mind killer. Wait. What was that with the minute what was that? We used to talk about that early on when I first met you, John, about 4 years ago, when you were in your 30s, and we were talking about like the Mentok, like the oil becomes a stain becomes an understanding of time becomes like the relevance of like, and then like through my mind all like it was called the Mentok, like remember that one? The Mentoks from Dune? They were like the robotic people that were like super logical. And they were hooked on like heroin. Shit. I remember talking to you about that shit about when you were in your 30s. Can't believe I knew you when you were in your 30s.
Yeah, I remember that quote. So
yeah, the stains become a warning. The warning is an understanding of existence. Existence becomes an understanding of time. Like that.
That's
that
not
little
it.
statement that
It's
you
close. Did. It's close to it.
Yeah, I don't know it off the top of my head.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to dedicate this little poem to Nora, who desires so much to be in the path of illumination. It's called the Eightfold Path. It's called The Way. This is a little poem. I'm just going to read the first little verse to you. It says, "The Eightfold Path is the best of ways. The Four Noble Truths are the best of truths." Again, Nora, this is the Buddha. You might want to read the sayings of the Buddha. "Freedom from desire is the best of states." You hear that? Freedom from desire is the best of states. "Whoever is clear-eyed and wise is the best of men. This is the one and only way. There is no other leading to the purity of vision. Follow this path. This bewilders Mara the tempter. Following this path, you shall put an end to suffering. Having myself realized the way that can lead to removal of the thorns of defilements, I have shown it to you."
I don't know if I agree with that.
Can't make this shit up.
Desire is so human and so necessary. Like, you don't have humanity without desire.
Do you have the love of God without desire?
I don't know the love of God is.
Nora, it's describing the stateless. It's describing silence, meaning that quiet your mind. If you want to be in the way of truth, like you said you want to be, it deals with silence, silencing your mind. You have an overreactive mind. You're like my mother. You never shut up. You just constantly think and you constantly observe and you constantly say, I don't agree with that. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing. It's got a point. It's to quiet your mind, to stillness, to silence, to equilibrium, to equanimity. God lives in silence. God doesn't live with a chatterbox. God STFU.
But John, I my mind is usually silent. Like I don't really have rushing thoughts or thoughts in my mind. Contrary to Clubhouse mental illness diagnoses. It's kind of late to go on that date with that girl, John. You have 1 hour left until your birthday. Or do you take the whole month as your birthday?
He's cooking spaghetti in the other room. Didn't you hear him?
John has like 20 phones. He's listening.
I know he's always listening. I can call him on my other phone. I've got more phone. John's giving me phones.
John, send me a phone.
I shouldn't have said it.
Go ahead, Doc. Tell this little one, Nora, our magic saying about the more you think, the more you speak. Go ahead. Tell her the truth.
Well, the more I talk, the further away from the truth I get.
There you go, Nora. You want the truth? You got the truth.
Man. Trying to figure out whether I'm going to go golfing or fishing tomorrow. Big decision. But John, I'll take those numbers on the PDF file and I'll be out there fishing on the pond on my boat. And I'll be calling people. Be like, hey y'all. How y'all doing over there in Chicago? I ain't gonna say it like that though. Nah, I really do hope that I'd like to be able to like listen to something LaHood is even trying to do with his policies. Does he even have points, or is he just running on the fact that he's the incumbent? And John's back to cooking his spaghetti. What do you think, Luke? Well, with that being said, Nora,
Yeah.
don't get caught up in a moment. Your face will heal. Your mouth is literally the fastest part of your healing of your body. So don't worry about it. And I guarantee you, it'll heal to the point where I don't think you'll even recognize that you even got hurt with it, unless you point it out to people. So don't be so self-conscious.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, the only thing you have to fear is fear itself, Nora.
And spiders. Just saw the title of the room, so I came in here. John, happy birthday. I'm feeling an asshole. I did not know it was birthday, or I would have been in here all day long congratulating and throwing glitter and shit. Happy birthday, sweetheart.
Thanks. I'm eating a big bowl of spaghetti right now.
Well, then get you some cake. How old are you? He's 21. See, I was going to say 27. Every year I celebrate the anniversary of my 27th birthday. No, always will. Mm-hmm. Well, I love you. I just came in to say happy birthday, and I will catch up with you later on. You seem to be preoccupied at the moment, but I'll stop back in a little bit. So, happy birthday, sweetheart.
I thought I didn't have any Parmesan for my pasta. That Parmesan was hiding in the cupboard behind all the other peppers.
You're making me want to get up and eat. I've been eating so much, like all the weight that I probably lost 10 pounds and probably gained 15 back, but I don't mind being big.
Pasta. It's my pasta party and I'll cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. Cry if I want to. It's my pasta party and you can cry if you want to too. Do, 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 do. Okay, this is the rest of what it says about the way, Nora.
Read something else. I don't want to hear you.
You don't want to hear the sayings of the Buddha?
No.
Well, that's your problem.
Like, why the Buddha? Like,
Why the Buddha? Because it's intelligence. You schmuck. God deals with intelligence.
I don't know.
The Buddha is much more ancient than Muhammad. And the Buddha abandoned his wife and child to take up enlightenment.
It's horrible.
I don't think it really means what it sounds like. I think it means like he basically, stopped dealing with all the drama and became drama free.
That's not what he said. He said he abandoned.
Which is true. But that would make Mrs. Buddha the most self-sacrificing woman in all history. Next to Mary Magdalene, of course. Wait. Is Mary Magdalene the same Mary as
As well.
the Virgin Mary?
No.
All conditioned things are subject to change. When one realizes this truth, one feels wearied of these suffering heaps. This is the way of purification. All things in the world are insubstantial. When one realizes this truth, one feels wearied of suffering. This is the way of purification. The lazy man, weak in mental discipline, indolent, prone to sloth, unproductive, and though young and strong, failing to move at the right time, never finds the road to wisdom. Curb your speech, restrain your mind, commit no evil deed. By these means, accomplish the practice of the path made out by the sages. Wisdom is born from meditation. Not to meditate is loss. Know the difference between gain and loss. Make the choice to walk where wisdom grows. Cut down the whole jungle of craving, not just an isolated tree in the forest. The jungle of craving harbors danger. Clear the trees of craving, both strong and weak, and find freedom. As long as there is the least clinging to lustful thoughts, man will remain in mental bondage, like a nursing calf attached to its mother. Cut off the love of ego with your own hands, as you would an autumn lily. Follow the peaceful path leading to nirvana, guided by the one who has walked the path. I shall live here in the rains, there in the winter. Elsewhere in summer, muses the fool, not aware of the nearness of death. Death carries the unaware man away, while he is still busily acquiring children and animals, much as a rampaging flood engulfs a sleeping village. When death comes, neither children, father, or other loved ones can offer refuge. Aware of this, the wise behave well. Don't postpone right action, but clear the path to nirvana.
How do you feel about Kanye West talking to the rabbi?
This motherfucker is the biggest troll alive.
Coming from you?
Mm-hmm. It takes one to know one.
Mm.
Guy's the laziest motherfucker in the world. He Can't read a book. He's got to create a video of him talking to a rabbi. He's so fucking lazy. Okay, this is one more thing from the Dhammapada. Nora, what you're saying is you're searching for God, but God is within you. And so if you keep searching all the other places, the Catholic Church, the Protestant Church, the Muslim Church, this church, you're always going to be looking away from the correct direction, which is within.
I will be honest with you. I do think, I don't know if it's because I already have the tools, but I feel like in Islam, there's a lot more ways to get closer to God that I know than the other paths.
But what you're doing is Gnostic work, which is essentially merging with the divine consciousness. So you're just trying to raise your IQ. And the only way that I've experienced it is through books, never through anybody else. No organization.
Prayer.
Yeah, but reading books out loud is prayer to the divine. It's called chanting hymns. It's called chanting sacred text to the divine. But you're just chanting it to yourself too. So if you don't read books and you don't, study, you will never get anywhere. You'll be on this app just talking to yourself forever. Nothing will ever change for you in your life.
I mean, bad things have happened.
And good things have happened, and good things will continue to happen. You have to you have to take ownership of your words, Nora, and always emphasize the positive. No one will do it for you. Believe me, not your mother, not your father, not your brothers, not your sisters, not your cousins, not your neighbors. No one's gonna do shit for you. You can only do things for yourself. Mm-hmm.
But like, do you know what tasawwuf is?
Tasawwuf? What is that, from Star Wars? What is that?
It's the active way of like purifying yourself, and there's like methods for it,
Mm-hmm. Well, I would just say reading a book is probably the same thing.
Like saying alhamdulillah over and over and over.
Yeah, that's
Imagine
a mantra.
how good that is for you.
Allah is a mantra. I can sit here and say Allah 1,000 times.
Exactly.
Yeah, so what does that mean, though? That gives you a clear mind. You override your mind's automatic thinking, and you go into a state of silence because you have numbed your mind to addictive thinking. Addictive thinking is the biggest problem going. So if you can do a mantra, you can override your compulsive thinking.
I do have compulsive thinking.
Mm-hmm. My mom does too, and it's so annoying because she can't shut up because she's got to let the world know every single fucking thought she's got.
Yeah. You're right. I do have that.
Say, Hashem, Rabbeinu Shalayim, Rabbanu Shalalam. Any mantra will work because it's doing the same thing. You can say
Yeah.
Nirvana, 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 Nirvana,
I think the
Nirvana.
meaning of it does matter though.
Not after you say it enough, because when you say it enough, it loses its meaning. You're just creating a vibration, a chant. So it still may have meaning, but when you go clear and your brain is no longer doing chronic, addictive, compulsive thinking, that's where you want to be. So therefore, the word is important, but not as important as the state that you are entering.
Yeah.
It's just a doorway to get to the state of no thought. And they say that
Got it.
huh?
I said got it.
Yeah, you got it. But what's cool about reading a book out loud is you're doing the same thing, but it's much more complicated. And you can access real intelligence. And hopefully when you read out loud, you have comprehension. If you have comprehension, then you become the Skywalker, and you have the power of the Force. So everybody on this app is just addicted to talking, addicted to thinking, but no one is exchanging real high value information like they are in the official John Kitover birthday party room. Victory! Victory! Alhamdulillah! Okay, this song is called Nora is a Flower. Nora is a Flower, performed by candidate Congressman John Kitover of the 16th District in Illinois. Ribono Shalala. Okay, we only got 27 more minutes till my birthday party ends. It's been a fun birthday party here at Clown House. Okay, this is called Miscellany. This is a meditation, aka reading a book out loud. Take the deepest breath of the day. Here we go. If by giving up lesser comforts, a greater happiness is to be found, the wise should give up the lesser comforts in view of the greater happiness. How foolish to seek comfort through someone else's pain. There is no escape from the trap of animosity. The indolent and negligent accrue unwholesome mind states by doing what should not be done, failing to do what should be done. Unwholesome mind states disappear among those who are mindful of the nature of the body, and who stop doing what is right not to be done, and fulfill what needs to be done. Having killed the mother craving and father conceit, having killed two priestly kings, two wrong views. Subnote, this refers to eternalism, the notion that a self or soul endures forever, and nihilism, the notion that there is nothing that transcends this mundane life and no karmic repercussions from one's actions. Having destroyed the tiger-infested road, doubt, the fifth one, the noble one, proceeds from free of dangers. He has vanquished the hindrances, lust, anger, sloth, and torpor, skepticism and distraction of mind, and he emerges the noble one, unscathed. The disciples of Gautama are truly awake, day and night, focusing on the Buddha. The disciples of Gautama are truly awake, day and night, thinking of the Dhamma. The disciples of Gautama are truly awake, day and night, meditating on the specific virtues of the members of the Sangha. The disciples of Gautama are truly awake, day and night, concentrating on the nature of their physical bodies. The disciples of Gautama are truly awake, day and night, joyfully practicing non-violence. The disciples of Gautama are truly awake day and night, setting their minds joyfully on meditation. It is hard to renounce the world. It is hard and troublesome to live the household life. It is painful to live with those who are in a different way of life. In these ways is the wayfarer beset with troubles. End your suffering. Cease being a wayfarer, person devoted to his faith, disciplined, illustrious, and prosperous, is honored wherever he chooses to live. Good people are visible from the distance, like the Himalaya mountains. Bad people become invisible, like an arrow shot in the night. Sit alone and sleep alone. Walk alone enthusiastically. Tame yourself alone. Enjoy the life of seclusion in the forest.
I've destroyed my phone. Charger. Let's see if I can connect to WhatsApp. If I go along with it, would I still have that WhatsApp?
What was that?